These shelves look very pretty right now behind me, but you should see the mess that is all over this floor. I have stacks and stacks and stacks of books on the floor from where I've been filming, and they just don't have a proper place to go on my shelves. I also have tons of like empty shelves or books that I had like things turned out, but now there's a lot of empty space. From where I've done a lot of unhauls this year, I have all of my Christmas books that are still all over the floor, and I desperately need to do something with them. So we're gonna kick off the year with some brand new, very nice, clean shelves and a clean office. We're gonna reorganize this mess. I'm not really gonna do a bookshelf tour, but once I kind of get them all up and on, we'll talk about as I go kind of how I have things organized. It's mostly by vibes. I used to do alphabetical order and genre shelves and kind of got tired of that, so now things are just kind of put on where they mostly look pretty together, but for some reason like a lot of these vibes are not really working for me right now, so we're going to do some rearranging. So wish me luck. This is going to take a while. So horror shelves are done. This shelf becomes a little bit of a smorgasbord because it's mixing fantasy now with my horror and sci-fi. So let me show you this shelf really quick and then we'll go work on my fantasy, romantasy, romance shelf. So now up at the top we have mostly fantasy, and I tried to put the books that I had like a bunch of the same author, so kind of like their own shelf. We have a Sanderson shelf up here, a Hobbs shelf here, and then kind of Mark Lawrence right here. And then all of my like Orbit paperbacks that are the same height just because that makes me happy. And then an indie fantasy shelf over here. And then we start going into my thriller and horror, which I do mix together. Honestly, I just don't have enough of either genre not to. And those are just kind of shoved in by hardcover, paperback, whatever. And then these last couple of shelves down here, the last three, are going to be my sci-fi shelves and just kind of the miscellaneous stuff that goes together down there. Okay, so I have a couple of empty shelves behind me now, and I'm not 100% sure what to do with them. I need to get a contemporary romance shelf on here. Most of the stuff from like here up is more fantasy, and I think I want the stuff from like here down to be more romantasy. So about half and half on this side of the shelves. I have my Sarah J Maas stuff right here, and then right above it is a few more Sarah J Maas. So I'm like, do I move this shelf to here maybe? Because it's not something you see in my videos typically anyway, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna make it a little more like going all the way across rather than up and down. Let's see how that looks. sitting over here. We had that from Ollie. But now I don't know what to do with these two because like up here is fantasy. Down here is romantasy. So I'm like, what do I put on the in-between shelves? Because I think I want my romance. Do I put my romance here? Because I only have enough for one shelf. So do I put it smack in the middle? Let's see what that looks like. Do we like this? I am not sure if I like this, but for now, we're gonna leave it. It's gonna stay for now. I just need more books, I think. I found fantasy books that were on a shelf they shouldn't have been on. So we're just gonna leave this here, but I'm gonna move that up, I think, because otherwise it just doesn't flow well. I lied. So my plan is to move the Sarah J messes down, shift everything down a shelf, and that should be a little more cohesive. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my J.R. Ward down here. I've got to figure out what to do with this shelf. But first, let's get these two moved down one, I think. So I want these to be my film behind me shelves, but I also need my romance to go somewhere. I don't know, I'm indecisive. So I think this shelf I'm going to move over there. And then this one, or maybe I'll move this one over there, and then this one will go where this one is. That seems like it would be okay. I think that'll be okay. Romance shelves are complete. I will walk you through those and then we will be finished with this reorganizing. I don't know why I chose to do this. I don't know why I ever do this. When I'm done, it's always so nice, but in the middle of it, I have many regrets. Up here, kind of in these like top sections, we have mostly fantasy. So fantasy all the way across the top, fantasy on the next shelf. Then we have a little bit of like the Sarah J Maas sneaking in. That could not be avoided. And then we start moving it down into romantasy, and that goes all the way to the bottom where I have my J.R. Ward peeking out down here. And then my one very small romance shelf, which we will hopefully be growing in 2025. Okay, so that is it. That is everything for my reorganization. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you organize yourselves. Are you a genre kind of girly? Are you a like by author's last name girly? Like how do you organize yours? Are you more vibes as well? I definitely want to know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so very much for watching, for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!